Okay, hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am going through my son's clothing using the KonMari method. If you guys have been with me for a while, you'll know that I have been going through the KonMari method. It's been going very slowly. So just for the my new subscribers, I'll just explain. I have been going through the KonMari method since the beginning of the year. I'm still only at kids clothing. I'm trying to get that wrapped up. So I'm going to be pushing forward and moving forward and trying to go through these things a little more quickly, um, starting this month and into the new year. And hopefully we can get this done quickly and organize my home once and for all. So you just saw me emptying out my son's closet, and now I'm going through all of his things. So I'm just deciding, does it bring me joy or does it bring him joy? Now I know I can't really decide for him. So what I'm going on, or I don't really know his feelings, with every single article of clothing, but what I'm going on is, has he told me that he didn't like something, or has he told me something wasn't comfortable, he didn't like wearing it because maybe it was falling off, or he doesn't like to tie the strings or do the buttons or something like that. So that's what I'm doing here, and then putting those things aside for donating. I'm also looking at what doesn't fit and what he doesn't really wear. So that's what I'm looking at. Okay, and I just want to apologize for my last two KonMari videos where I went through my girls' clothing. What I did was I actually went through the linens. They had towels in their drawers. If you guys can remember, they have captain's beds, just like you'll see here in this video. My son has the same bed, and I put things, in their drawers, and I put in some towels and sheets in their drawers because I find that the easiest place to grab them from and for them to know where their things are. However, I wasn't really supposed to go through those things because they are part of the kimono category, which isn't until a while from now. So the next category from clothing is books, and then after that is paper. So I'm looking forward to those categories, looking forward to getting through the clothing, but I still have quite a few things to go through before I get to the books category. So as you can see, I'm just continuing on here. Okay, now I'm going through his whites, and you can see it's in a garment bag. As in my previous videos, I'll just explain again. I put those in garment bags just to save the whites from getting yellowed, so discoloring, and getting dust on the shoulders and things like that. So nothing's worse than going to wear your white shirts and then having to find that there's a whole bunch of dust or it has been discolored and you can't wear it. So I find this helps to protect the white. Okay, now I'm putting the clothing back into the closet, and what I'm doing is I'm putting the seasonal clothing up on the top because I need the room. And you can see I have a double closet hanger there, just like in my girls' room. And I am putting the heavier things to the left, working my way to the right with the lighter things. So heavier, darker things on the left and longer things on the left, and then shorter, lighter, and lighter in color material to the right. And that's per KonMari's suggestion, and it actually does make you feel better when you do that. Okay, so that's his dress shirt. So he doesn't wear that too often, so those are like special occasion things. So I'm putting those way to the left. Next, his pants. Okay, you can see I've put his shirts up on the top, his lighter shirts, and then some heavier things on the bottom, because we are getting into colder weather now. and he needs to access those a little bit more frequently. So if it's at the bottom, he can reach them better than if they were on the top. Now my son is pretty tall, but I need the room at the bottom to use the room at the bottom as well. Okay, so there you see the special occasion shirts and pants. He doesn't really have that many. He has one dress pant, so that's attached to the shirt hanger so that it's all together when he needs to pull it out to wear it. Next is pants, so the heavier ones to the lighter ones. Next is his plaid shirts, dress shirts, but not the really dressy ones that go with suits. So here is his long sleeve, and now his short sleeves. Now his polo tops, I put them up here because he usually wears them to special occasions like birthday parties, and just going out to relatives' houses and things like that. Now here are the sweaters. Now they're up here um, because it was warm, but now it's starting to get cooler, and so I will be changing that out soon to the bottom. And yeah, I just wanted to show you guys the double hanger. Okay, so I just moved it down to the very last, um, I guess, opening so that his other clothes have room to hang. Now I won't be able to use this as he gets older, but for now it works. And that's just because the clothing on the top would hit the clothing on the bottom. Okay, so I've put his sweaters, then his long sleeve knits, and then his short sleeve knits. And those to the right are just shorts. So those are what I'm going to interchange. So I'm going to pull those out, put them at the top, and in the coming days, and then I bring his sweaters down, and but I'm going to move everything over to the left and put his sweaters to the sorry, I'm going to move everything to the right and then put his sweaters to the left. And as you can see the line from the left to the right going up diagonally, and it looks great. Next, I'm going to be going through these drawers that are on the top of his closet shelf, and it's just like they're paper shelves, and I just use them to store his seasonal clothing and some extra things, but mostly his seasonal clothing. So here we go. So these are clothing that is he has to grow into, and I bought them or because I've seen them on sale and they were a really good price. Some of his sporting things, so you can see his taekwondo belt in there. So I just have to go through these. And his vests, which are big, so he needs to try those on just to see if they fit now or if he still has to wait. These ones, he actually is the size for these. These are size 10, 12. So he's actually 10, and so he's reached the the size. So he needs to try those on just to make sure. And then we have long johns and thick socks. So all thermal things here in this box for winter. And we're going to need it because we're in Canada. Okay, so I'm going to go through these things now. Okay, moving on. We are going to go through the drawers now. Okay, so here I keep my son's swimming gear and any kind of sports clothing, soccer related to soccer and that kind of stuff. He's not taking soccer now, but I still like to keep it in there. His towels are in there and his sheets. However, I won't be going through towels and sheets today. Like I said, that is in the kimono category. So moving on to the right, is his sock and underwear drawer, and it also has some shorts and undershirts and things like that in there. And then his lounge wear, so all the things he wears at home, just his comfy stuff, sweaters, shirts, pajamas, um, pants, fleece pants, things like that. So that's it. So we're gonna go through all this stuff, and just using the same criteria, the same thing I did with his closet. Okay, I am done. I'm just going to show you the results of, his drawers. So this was his seasonal socks and long johns, so you can see, or thermal pants, so you can see I emptied everything out and I actually put it in that drawer, which I'm going to show you in a minute. So that's going to go back in the container empty. So if I have any I guess if I need it as extra storage for summer stuff, I'll put it in here. And I might just relabel it to seasonal clothing or whatever, if I decide to put stuff in there.
Okay, this will be his sports bin. So right now he only has Taekwondo going on. He does have swimming, but I put it at the bottom here where it's going to be more accessible because he has to use that on a weekly basis. This is more like, I guess, like memorabilia. So I was more thinking for his Taekwondo belts, like he could store them in here as he gets them. So I just went ahead with my label maker and I labeled it sports. And then this one I labeled larger sizes, so I just did that. And these are size 16 pants, which he's not wearing yet, and these are men's large, so he won't be in that for a while, or if at all, I'm not sure. So I'm just going to keep it for a while, and then I don't know, I'll see what I'll do with that. I'll see as he's growing how he is. And then the little vest is in there. Okay, this is the stuff that I got rid of. Okay, now I put his swimming trunks here. I'll just step back a little bit so you guys can see this. So what I did here was I just reorganized his sock and underwear drawer. It's basically the same except that I added in the fall and winter socks and the thermal pants. So these, he has like a whole ton of these kind of socks with prints on them, kind of varsity looking socks. So I kept these empty for those. Once I see, you know, how they fit in here, because I think 2 of them can fit in one slot. So I might just, you know, move these black ones over, and then everything can get shifted. So there's a little bit more room in here. But basically it's pretty good. It all fits. His dress socks are at the back because I don't want him accessing those unless we're going out, and he kind of knows that. We had that system for a while. These are his new fall type of socks, so I just kept a couple of them out in case we go somewhere, go out, and he needs a thicker pair. And then these are thinner socks, so kind of like these ones, but these are all black, so they can match with anything. These are more his home socks. He does kind of wear these gray ones to go out sometimes, but they're kind of his home ones. These are a little thicker. They're kind of like these. And then these are the really thick socks here, the thicker ones like for winter. And then these 2 are really thick. And now these are some new ones. Now, if you guys follow KonMari or have read her book, you'll know that she says not to keep things in packaging because we need to use them. But for kids, I strongly believe in leaving some of the things in the packaging because sometimes they don't wear them all, and then, you know, you might have to give it away, and then it's just better if it's like in the packaging. And also too, because he has so much socks here, I just decided to wait and see if we use these. I bought them last year, so I'll just wait and see if he uses them, and then go from there. I can also hand these down to my daughter as well. So that's that. At the back here, sorry guys, it's a little dark, but I can't get any more light in here. It's kind of a dark day outside. It's raining. So just bear with me. These are his soccer socks, so the longer socks. And I just tucked them in at the back, at the back there. So if he ever does need them, which I'm not sure he will, but if he does, then it'll be back there. I also put his thermal pants here in the front, so it's easily accessible. Okay, then all his white t-shirts. So he'll wear this mainly for Taekwondo. So, and then his white vests, these are, you know, he'll wear that anytime for layering. And then his underwear, of course. Okay, then lastly is his t-shirt, sweater, pajama drawer, pants drawer. So he has like a long sleeve shirt at the back here. I put the long sleeve one at the back, so that's why the white one is at the back here. But then the short sleeves start from here, and so I decided to, you know, color coordinate it again, like KonMari, as per KonMari. So red, then the lighter gray, and that's just how I chose to do it, because in my opinion the red is, you know, kind of looks darker than the gray. Then sweaters, so he has 3 sweaters, so blue, then a gray with a color in it, and then just the plain gray. Okay, then pants, so he has more pants, and actually he has to try some on that were in these boxes for the larger sizes, so he's going to try that on and see if they fit. If they do, we're going to be putting them in here, and I'll show you those in a minute. Okay, and then his pajamas lastly. So these are just, he just has 3 pairs of pajamas. So I just coordinated them with the top pants, top pants, top pants. So when he goes to grab them out, he can just grab one like this or like this, and he's good to go. Okay, then I just want to show you guys what's happening up here. So these 3 things I pulled out of the drawer. This one out of the drawer that he has to try this on so I can see if it still fits him. This is a shirt from Fort Lauderdale that my uncle brought back when he visited there. Brought back for the kids. Okay, and then this is the pants that I pulled out of this box. So it is a size 10. So he is 10 years old. This is a 10-12, so we're going to see if that fits him, along with this jogging pants as well. So these are great for the winter, so if they do fit him, I'll probably put at least this one in the bottom drawer so that he can have that to wear. Then these ones here are smaller sizes, and so I'm not sure that they fit him. So we're going to be trying these on and then seeing if we can give it away. So some of this stuff will be handed down. This is going to my daughter. Some of this stuff, like these, will be handed down to my daughter. The shirts will probably go to my nephew, and I did check with my sister, and she does want the clothing that are in good shape that can be handed down. She's fine with that. She actually asked me for them. So that's what I'll be doing. So that's it, guys. I'm going to put these drawers back in the closet, and this pile is for him to try on. So, and then this one are the small stuff. Actually, I said I wasn't sure, but it does not fit him. They are smaller sizes. This is a pillowcase that goes with that, but because it doesn't coordinate with the room, well, it kind of does, because as you can see, this was his nursery, and we just never changed it out. So it needs to be painted and everything, but we do plan to change it into a big boy's room, so a tween room, and that pillowcase just doesn't fit in my overall vision of what I want this room to look like. It is a small room, so we try not to clutter it up too much. So as you can see, because it's small, like there's his desk on this side and the wall is over there. I need to tidy up his desk, but the wall's over there. It's not very big. It all can fit in the camera. So that's what I have to work with, guys, and that's why I am doing this method, to find the best possible way of storing everything in our house. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like, comment, and share with a friend if you think it will be motivating for them. So next, I'll be going on to the kids' outerwear, which is mainly held in the hall closets. So upstairs and downstairs. So I will be going through that soon. And so look for that video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please go ahead and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next video.